Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're going to be flipping through Mad Magazine number 239, released June 1983. Our price, $1.25, which is indeed cheap. But before we do all of that, I have something that I want to say. A big thank you to those people who are supporting me on Patreon. David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead, Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Guys, thank you so much for your support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. If you want to support me, check it out, patreon.com/flippingthrough. Not the only way to support me, maybe not even the best way to support me. Probably the best way is to hit subscribe, because I'm at 410 and I want to keep this channel growing. Hit like, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. Aside from that, I don't have much else to say except this. I posted a picture of this on Instagram, I think, but this was a piece. It was one of the earlier mail call videos. It was something that I received from Kyle Bridget. So I'll go back to the overhead view for this. Oh, here I am. Anyway, so this is a beautiful thing that Kyle Bridget gifted to me. And so I had it framed along with the envelope so that you can, if anybody calls into question the authenticity of this, well, there's a handwritten note too. This is a hand-colored panel from one of my MAD strips. The inks were on a different layer, but this is the original colors. Signed Kyle, and his lovely signature in pencil down there. Now, the only thing that bums me out about this is it was really cool to have in my hands. Especially, I could flip it over, and you can see like how in certain spots the color sort of bled through a little bit. So I don't get to appreciate that part of it, but I get to. It's now protected. It's now encased, hermetically sealed, and I got it hanging up right back there. I'm not going to hang it up on camera right now. But thank you so much, Kyle, for that. It's one of my most cherished possessions. So, yeah, thank you. Anyway, here we are with MAD 239, a beautiful Jack Rickard cover. Oh, and I nearly forgot. If you want to flip along with me, Doug Guilford's madcoversite.com. There is a link in the description. There should be. Sometimes I think I forget to do it, even though I say that I'm doing it. But you can get all this stuff that I might skip over. You can get more details on that. And also, your eyes don't deceive you. If there's like water under there. If you're thinking, wait a second, look at your hands look like HD. These images are so crisp and clear. Well, if you're surprised by this, that means that you missed the live stream on Friday, which is okay, but it was a really good live stream. We flipped through this issue of National Lampoon, if I can get it. This issue of National Lampoon, and it was so hilarious because they do a MAD parody in it, several pages long, and they knocked it out of the park. It was beautiful. Anyway, so I got a new camera. Thank you to those people who supported me on Patreon. And, now I'm just going to start squirreling it away for some more supplies that I can use to make the channel better. And if you support me on Patreon, you get this set of awesome stickers as well. Forgot to mention that. But anyway, this is a beautiful Jack Rickard cover. What's weird, though, is that this is, it must have been kind of early into 239. I don't know when they went over $1. I know they were at $1 for a while, I think, and then they went over that. And so it is weird seeing that $1.25, especially just flipping through an issue that was like 60 cents. I think in the early 200s, but like 199, it was 60 cents, I'm almost certain. Also, and look at, now I can do this, guys. I do have to, my next thing that I'm saving up for is like a remote zoomer. But now I can actually zoom in on stuff like this. And you can read it. MAD's new exclusive built-in microphone. If you have any complaints about this issue, speak into the mic and we'll hear you. So let's zoom on out. I mean, I'm pleased as punch with the new cameras. It's pretty cool. Here we have spend a night with Mad Super Special Fall 1983. I don't have this. I don't have this super special. I would almost certainly remember this though, because it's a it says the word sex on it. Takes 100-page look at sex, love, and other things your parents are against from past issues. I forget the name of this. I know somebody in the comments. Somebody in the comments will tell me. Will you be the first? The vital features. Oop. Look how crisp. This is not getting old for me. All right. I mean, it's only the second time I've done it, but after all is said and done, there's always a lot more said than done. Again, that's wit and wisdom. Oh, and look at now, you can see the vital features. You can judge me harshly as I get them wrong. Okay, here we go. Mort Drucker. Okay, easy. Woodbridge. That's my guess. And that's because of all the way all that shading is done. A mad look at big time TV. Is this Harry North Esquire? Or, I mean, no, that wouldn't be Paul Peter Porges, would it? That's a Harry North Esquire. I'm almost certain. This, Long Distance Runs of the Future. Oh. Shoot, I don't know. Al Jaffe. I don't know. That's a wrong one. Mad Defense Contractor of the Year. Bob. I'm just going to say Bob Clark. That's also probably wrong. And then this will be Angelo Torres. We'll see how well I do. I'm doing very poorly with this Zoom function. I keep choosing poorly. All right. A change of the menu. Next time you're short a 2-page article for the magazine, just change the title of How to Read an Airline Menu to How to Read a Hospital Menu. It applies perfectly. If you were on that live stream where National Lampoon is digging into MAD, they notice that behavior. Following the instructions. Here, we got to zoom in on this one. I cannot hear my own voice. Normally I can. Is it too quiet? Hello? That's a little bit better, I think. Following the instructions, Mr. Steve Ross, Chairman, Warner Communications Incorporated, 75 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, New York, 10019. Dear Mr. Ross, pursuant to the directions of the current issue of MAD magazine, I am writing to tell you that I think MAD is absolutely great, and that William Gaines, Albert Feldstein, Nick Meglin, John Ficarra, Leonard Brenner, and Tom Nozakowski, to name only the top 6 on the masthead, are doing a magnificent job. The above mention deserves a good pat on the back, a substantial Christmas bonus, and a hefty increase in salary. I've been a fan of MAD for 25 years now, and hope to keep it up for another 25. The above letter is typical of the thousands upon thousands that have poured in since our extremely important message was printed. As of yet, no hefty raises for the staff, but we're still hopeful. I wish I knew what that was in reference to. Wait. Oh, I thought there'd be something else. Here's some beautiful suicide humor. Simple and Simple. Who is the artist? Mort Drucker. No surprise there, right? We got it. This smothers the Brothers Department. Simple and Simple? But look at that's what's his face? Magnum PI. Somebody's going to explain to me that this was a very well-known television program in the 1980s, and I'm still going to be like, really? I've never heard of it. Is it like some buddy cop drama? That type of thing? Now, those people who, I think I mentioned this in a previous issue, or previous video, that there are people who like to pause the video and then like read what I skip over, which again, possibly the worst way to read a Mad magazine. A close second to having me read a Mad magazine to you. But now with that clear, crisp camera, it's going to be even better. One prehistoric morning while inventing. What? Why is the caveman who plays basketball the black guy? Anybody else notice that? All right, here we go. Oh, yes. Look at me. I'm a human genius. Appreciate me. One of the many problems facing the Reagan administration is what to do with the MX missiles, mainly where to hide them so the Russians won't find them. Now, this may be a problem for the big brains at the Pentagon, but not for us bird brains at MAD. We figure there are plenty of places to hide missiles. Lonely, deserted, out-of-the-way spots where no one would ever think to look. To show you what we mean, here are a few MAD suggestions for foolproof places to hide the MX missiles where they will never be found. Artist? That's right, George Woodbridge. I wonder if I have the mic down here, can you guys hear me just as well? And then look at my visage isn't blocked. That might be better. Better for ratings, right? Or is this better? I don't know. We'll do it like this. We'll go halvesies. How did I do this? How did I know it would be Woodbridge? I told you. All right, I told you. It's all in the shading, right? He likes to shade. He likes to do those washes. In Chrysler showrooms around the country, that, my friends, these are Chrysler LeBarons, one of the worst cars ever created. And fun fact, my sister just bought a Chrysler LeBaron for a lot of money. Fun fact, that Chrysler LeBaron is in my garage right now. And look at Lee Says. Is that a reference to Lee Iacocca? I believe so. In any straight bar in San Francisco. In any asbestos factory around the country. Well, that's kind of a good thing. In the South Bronx, any time of the day or night. In Central Park after dark. And, oh, I see. I shouldn't read right to left. In the Richard M. Nixon Library. How do you like this, though? And, like, here's something. This is a really nice drawing of a truck. Like, cars are, I think, kind of hard to draw. I mean, and I say that not as somebody who draws, but as somebody who reads a lot of comics and sees a lot of attempts at drawing cars. And, you know, like the more realistic the car is, it's the harder it is to draw it looking right. You know, like you can draw the Batmobile because the Batmobile has no real life counterpart. So there is no looking right or looking wrong. But a car, a traditional car, can look kind of goofy. These ones are borderline. That one's a really nice, that's a nice drawing of a truck. A random MAD collection of pages from celebrities' calendars. We're going to McEnroe. Have you ever met anybody who likes tennis? I haven't. Get in shape for Saturday's big match. Yell at maid, scream at accountant, break 3 lamps, work on obscene gestures. Check why no mail from John McEnroe fan club. Check why no John McEnroe fan clubs. Oh my goodness. John McEnroe's still the man, though. He's like still relevant. You still see him. Whose is this? Oh, Woody Allen. Let's see how this ages. Send gold watch to my shrink for a 25th anniversary together. Who said I'm incapable of having a lasting relationship? Send angry note to Salvation Army for rejecting my last contribution of used clothing. What do they mean by nobody's that hard up? Throw a party for Marlon Brando. He probably won't show up. But then, neither will I. Must be a reference. Must be a reference to something, right? Brooke Shields. We'll move on. The lighter side of. I had, I'm going to talk about it, even though I should probably just keep it a secret. Kyle Bridget, Little Cozy Nostril on YouTube, Little Cozy Nostril on Instagram, friend of the show. He and I are planning something, and Dave Berg is involved. I mean, not Dave Berg. Dave Berg's work is involved. He has a very brilliant idea. He's a very brilliant person. This is a test. This is a test. For the next 60 seconds, MAD Magazine is involuntary cooperation with the Magazine Publishers of America will conduct a test of the emergency publishing system. This is only a test. Schmuck. This has been a test of the emergency publishing system. Had there been an actual emergency, you would have been instructed as to which articles in MAD would take you 7 minutes or less to read, which is about how long the Pentagon estimates you'd have left. This concludes our test of the emergency publishing system. Thank you, John Ficarra. I like that one a lot. That's a fun one. Wait, is this the right one? Is this the one that I said was a mad look at big time TV? Is this the one that... Oh, it is. Can you believe me? Talk about a schmuck. I predicted this one wrong. It was indeed Paul Peter Porges. Mechanical difficulties force an interruption on Wide World of Sports. Immediately after the sign-off on Family Feud. The entire wardrobe department for Charlie's Angels. Hold on, let's zoom in on that. That's kind of funny. Lip gloss, eyelashes, skin blush, face cream, rouge, makeup. He ran out of names for makeup, so he just wrote makeup. Yeah. Is that accurate? I don't know. I've never seen Charlie's Angels. 60 Minutes, exposing 2020, exposing 60 Minutes, exposing 2020. I like that a lot. Here, I'm going to flip this page so we can look at the one that they showed. And there, here we go. Cleanup time for the Muppet Show. Listen, I know it's a joke or whatever, but I imagine those puppets are dry clean only. All right, another one that I get wrong. Mad's Defense Contractor of the Year. Again, this is one of those ongoing things, right? There's like Insurance Salesman of the Year, Defense Contractor of the Year, Used Car Salesman of the Year. They would always do these. It seems like around jobs that might not be well respected in the moment. This is some beautiful Al Jaffe artwork, and it's always so much fun to see Al Jaffe not doing the fold-in. And even, I mean, like, you know, my favorite thing were the inventions. So even that, I mean, like, my God, look at this stuff. Come on, zoom. Zoom the right way. Zoom the way. Just do what I want you to do, not what I'm telling you to do. Look at this, dude. Ay cucaracha. These measles. It's just, I can't do it. I can't do that. This missile is just what my government needs to wipe out those communist bandidos that are trying to destroy our great democracy. Democratic military junta. Look at that. Peasant pacifier made in USA. Look at all this. You have the skull and crossbones up there. I don't know. What is that? Artichoke? But then here, Viva CIA. Our golden rule. Do others in before they do you in. I really like, look at these guys. It's just beautiful, beautiful artwork. I always forget about how great he is. Yeah. I don't know why. Probably because it's always fold-ins. That's what I see. Most of his work is fold-ins. So it is, yeah, that's why I forget about him. Look at this. This general, Wastemore. Oh, Wastemore Doe. That's what his name is. That's a little too on the nose. I think they should have just stuck with Wastemore. Oh God, I love being able to really zoom in on this stuff. It's great. It's fantastic to see him doing like strips like that, or like whole comics. Long distance runs of the future. Look at me. I'm like, this is the last episode, like I ripped through the issue. It was like 24 minutes long. I'm at 22 and I still have so much left to go through. One medieval afternoon while falconing. Wait, medieval? I don't know. Do I not know what medieval means? One medieval. Medieval. I'm not getting something. I'm not getting a joke. More parental non sequiturs. Well, you'll say to your parents, I just made first class scout. Well, you hope they'll say, it doesn't surprise us, son. That's because you're a first class person. But they'll probably say, they gave merit badges for dirty fingernails, you'd be an Eagle Scout. Parents, that's so cruel. What you say to your parents? Oh boy, out of 200 applicants, they picked me for the job. Son, if they had 200,000 applicants, they still would have picked you. If they'd seen how you spend all your time playing these stupid video games, they'd know how terrific you are. Oh my gosh. What I like about that is, if you just take that text, I don't know. I just like the way that the text and the image works together. It really sells that very, very well. What you say to your parents, I was elected school president today by a landslide. Well, you'll hope they'll say, today president of the school, tomorrow president of the United States. What they will probably say, tell me, Mr. President, when was the last time you took the dog for a walk? As somebody whose children want a dog, I relate to that one, okay? That one seems reasonable. Personalized license plates for fictional and historical characters. Artist Bob Clark. Writer Frank Jacobs. Attila the Hun. Hun won. Hun won. That's important because, isn't there an insane amount of people who are descendant of him? Or am I thinking of Kublai Khan? For Tarzan, Swinger. Oh. For Nikolai Lenin, redhead. For Adolf Hitler, Heil me. For Gunga Din, H2O, to go. Gunga Din. From Rudyard Kipling's, though I've beaten and I flayed you, By the living God that's made you, you're a better man than I, Gunga Din. I do have some culture, okay, guys? And I just let it shine through every once in a while. Little known and rarely diagnosed MAD ailments. You guys, I think I really like early 80s MAD. I have to say. Who is this? Oh, Don Edwing, of course. Why couldn't I figure that out? Automatic door contusion. I'm gonna skip this. right after I give Matt a compliment, they give me a stinker like that. Who is this? Is that Mankey? Oh no, Prohias. Oh, it is. I didn't think it would be. So he was going into the 80s. What was his tenure exactly? I got to look that up. I was expecting it to be somebody else for sure. So I feel a little foolish, but well, and also because Mankey would do all the sound effects, so I should have known better. This one is this is insane. This one makes almost no sense at all. Yeah. He bounces it off his head. Let's zoom in on this. I gotta talk about this. So, boom, bounces it off his head. He's like, okay, forget it. I'll double stack him. Get a magnet. Get a cannonball. Boom, I'm gonna shoot him at different times. First one, then the other. He's gonna see it. He's confused. It's gonna lift up his head. This cannonball isn't gonna hit him, but it will then be trapped under his helmet and hit him, strike him, and kill him. That's this has to be the weirdest one I've ever read, except maybe for that one where the guy gets shredded by the airplane propeller. Who is this? Angelo Torres. Okay, so I got 2 of these predictions correct. Beauteous. And of course, look at this. Where are public executions sometimes performed to entertain an audience? In bloodthirsty societies, executions often boost public morale. People even find it relaxing if they have a close-up view of the suffering. And our ad at the end. You found out the truth that even smoking the one enjoyable ultra-low-tar cigarette doesn't make it any less deadly. The Surgeon General has determined that all cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. Wait, that's just the legit one. This just seems like... okay, I'm going to be honest. This one kind of sucks. And the reason I feel this sucks is that it's not really a joke. This is just an anti-smoking ad, right? Not that I'm against that. Smoking is bad for you. You shouldn't smoke. But usually it would be funny, right? Is this a take on a cigarette ad that I'm not familiar with? Probably. That's probably what it is, now that I say it out loud. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed that new camera that I got. I really appreciate it. If you want to support me, hit subscribe. Do it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.